So I went out for a long run on Saturday. I was meant to do 18K, but unfortunately I had to pull the plug on that before I got to 5K. And I'm going to go try now. It's Wednesday. I'm going to go out and try run again, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. So I might get rained on, but let's see how this goes, and hopefully I can run. So two things happened the other day. I had to quit at about 4.5 kilometers. I thought it might have something to do with the heat, but within 1 kilometer, my heart rate was spiking. I typically like to keep my heart rate under 140, and well, when I'm running slow or running an easy run, and at about 1 kilometer in, my heart rate was already at about 150, which was very strange. I thought it might have something to do with the heat, but heart rate just kept climbing. The concerning thing was that I was actually running at a very slow pace, whereas I can usually run 6 minutes 20 with a heart rate of about 135, 140. I was running 645, 650. My heart rate was 150 plus. I'm wondering if I've somehow done myself a disservice somewhere along the line, because I'm 1 minute in running slow and my heart rate's already 146, which is quite shocking and a little disturbing. The other thing that happened to me was, for about a week leading up to this, I developed a very painful left calf muscle. I've had all sorts of aches and pains, but never in the calf muscle itself. So I just thought it was stiff or something like that. Kept running on it for about a week, and then on my long run on Saturday, which was not long after all, that was the primary reason that I had to stop and walk back, because it just became too painful. So decided I need recovery majorly. It's Wednesday now. I had a bit of trouble walking for 2 days, and today feels okay, but I'm running. Bit of a dull ache in the muscle, but it's functioning. So far so good, but I'm a little concerned that my heart rate, for my level of fitness, is a little high. So what are we at now? Yeah, it's not great. It's currently 149 at a slow pace, and I've had really good sleep a couple of nights preceding this. 80, 85 sleep score. Haven't had any alcohol. Diet has been good, and so yeah. I'm wondering what the story is with this, but I'm almost 1.5K in, and I'm actually purposefully recreating the route that I took on Saturday. At this point, my heart was already approaching 160, so I'm 10 BPM down, which is good, but still a little high for my liking. We'll see. We'll carry on. See what progresses. So I just reached 2K. At least I'm still running. My leg's holding up, but I am still slightly concerned about this heart rate issue, because It's at 152 BPM, and I'm running. This is the slowest pace I'll ever really run. 7 minutes. It's embarrassingly slow. Not that I should really care, but comparatively speaking, I should be running a minute per kilometer faster and have a heart rate of 150 or 148. So this is perplexing. The other day, I thought it could be down to hydration and heat, but I run in the heat a lot. I'm about 80% acclimatized, according to my Garmin, and I'm pretty meticulous about my hydration. I'm talking about electrolyte levels, not just the fluids, but everything else that goes along with hydration. So that was also quite interesting. Started toying with the idea maybe I'm overtrained, because been going almost every day, with the exception of 1 or 2 days off here and there. I've got Laura and myself have got another half marathon on August 9th, which is 9 days time, 10 days time. So that's going to be interesting. But at least my leg's holding up, so maybe with a bit more rest days between now and the weekend and some continued good sleep, maybe things will improve. But for now, 153. Well, at this point last Saturday, I was cooking along at 160 BPM, which is ridiculous. Seems like my whole entire base aerobic engine somehow seized overnight. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this up, see what gives. And if you're interested, I'll keep you updated. It's a journey. Something happens every time. Okay, so I just clocked 3 kilometers. The good news is my legs still seem to be working, but heart rate at a slow pace, 152, is mind-boggling. Kind of as if I woke up and my fitness had been stripped away from me, but there must be something going on. Anyway, we're into kilometer 3. I'm only doing 5 today, since my legs can't carry me. And I'm going to try and stop obsessing about my bloody heart rate. It's started drizzling very lightly, which is not bad. I enjoy running in a bit of light drizzle, but I'm heading onto the path here, onto the trail, so that I can prevent having any rain fall on the lens, because I'm doing 4 things here today. One of them, seeing if my leg is okay to run. 2 of them, the second thing is looking disappointedly at my watch and seeing that my heart rate is somehow whacked. And the third thing is I want to start keeping a running diary, and I also want to film the half marathons and that sort of thing. So I'm testing out the Insta 360. And the fourth thing is trying to look like a knob with a pom-pom on my hat, which is actually the little mini microphone that I got from DJI that I'm testing to see how that performs as well. So I guess that's 5 things, because I'm sure I look like a bit of a noodle. Anyway, we just reached 4K. Heart rate's not terrible. It's 152, but the pace is slow. And yeah, probably going to end up at about 6Ks at this point, because I came down the trail. Okay, so I think I've figured out a theory, which is what I'm going to tell myself, as to why my heart is fooling around. So here it is. Laura's been away for a week visiting her sister in Whitehorse, hell far away in the Yukon. And I think it's because I miss her so much that my heart, even though I can rationalize the fact that she's away visiting her sister, I'm very happy for her, but maybe my heart is aching because it misses her so much. Now, if that's not romantic, then I don't know what is. But yeah, I'm going to keep telling myself that's a theory, because tonight I will be picking her up at 1 o'clock from the airport. Well, let's say tomorrow morning. I'll be driving through to Ottawa to pick her up. So let's see. At least my legs are still moving, running slow. I'm on the homeward stretch. I just reached 5K. Heart rate's still the same, so at least I didn't get any major decoupling and it went to like 160, 165, which would be like very traumatizing for my soul. But now I've got this really weird sensation, which sometimes happens, on the side that I broke my leg and my ankle. My foot's numb. I don't feel my foot. So I've got to make sure that I actually get my footfall correct. And I can see it in the comments right now. Dude, you should stop running. Well, typically I don't complain about much when it comes to aches and pains and injuries and whatnot. When I broke my back, you can ask my friend Mike, because I'm a dumbass. The first thing I tried to do was see if I could stand up and still run, which was kind of silly. But anyway, here I am. I'm turning 51 tomorrow, and I'm gonna keep running. Aches and pains. The thing is, I find, no offense to anybody, but a lot of people tend to use any kind of ache or pain as an excuse to not get out and run. But this is what I like to do, even though it's hard as F sometimes. And Laura and myself love to do it together, and it's like my medicine. Medicine for my soul. Helps control anxiety. Sometimes I get down about certain things, but I never get depressed anymore. And I'm pretty productive. So anyway, hopefully in the next video, you get a bunch of good news from me. So stay tuned.